Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Chris, and I'm a victim of narcissism, and I've been trying to steer and get a hold of my kids through a family court system that is just, it's insane. So, unless you have a large amount of money and you can pay a good lawyer, you're not getting anything that's best for your kids. And that goes along for everything in society, it just goes right down the list. But since our little fiasco that was supposed to be a half day trial and we were forced to make a deal, and I'm not gonna back down from that. I should have said it in court, so I, I, I should have. You know, when they said that, were you manipulated or forced in any way to make this deal or whatever, and I should have said yes. I should have said yes. And the only thing I could think about was my kids. The only thing I could think about was my kids. I'm like, if I say yes, like what is gonna happen to them? And that's the fear of the unknown. And I shouldn't even have feared that because I shouldn't have. You know, I should have put all my fears in with God and just went with it. And that's my fault. But yeah, I was ganged up on like 4 or 5 lawyers, not just my own, but when I went into this room, there was 3 others, I think. And then another one came in with a client. And they all had to bang on me about why I need to make a deal. I'm going to lose custody. I'm not going to be able to see my kids. And then it switched to, when the order was originally made, I know these people in this county. That's a good person. That's a good person. Trying to manipulate me, acting like I don't know what manipulation is. And, ever since I was removed from my house and my life has just gone to the ground, I've had to figure out why. And I've done nothing but hyper focus on it. And I know what I'm seeing now. I know exactly what I'm seeing now. And this is part of the thing too, because after that whole ordeal, we had to make this quote unquote deal. And I get a phone call. Was it the next day or the day after? I'm pretty sure it was the next day. It was my son from the phone I bought him. And then his mom gets on it because I had her blocked still. Because I can't handle the negative manipulation stuff. Everything is manipulated. So she gets on the phone and she apologizes and says, I know we have issues and blah, 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 and starts crying and gets me all upset because the way I felt being pushed to make a deal when the only thing I was thinking about was my kids. And and it was just a fiasco, and all it was an act. Because then right after that, I get a text that says, would you be interested in sitting down and discussing some of the things that we would like to see changed? And she wasn't insinuating we as in her and I. Just to make that clear, I know the difference. And I was like, I felt very, very upset. I felt like I got smacked in the face and kicked in the balls and insulted after I just let her do this whole nonsense of a show to get me back to where she doesn't have to follow a court order because she's a grandiose narcissist and she cannot abide by anybody. She cannot be told what to do, period. So I replied with, I'm willing to sit down and discuss what's best for our kids. What I know that you're not going to understand is my knowledge. Just in that text you sent, I'm able to pick it apart, tell you what you're really saying. For instance, quote, things that we would like to see changed, end quote. That right there is a group of words that alleviates accountability to the one that is saying it. It also insinuates that all and any issues are on my side and my side alone. So in other words, yes, I am willing to discuss growth and accountability that falls on us, but should be open to certain other people. Facts are growth. Yes, facts are growth. And growth cannot happen unless accountability is taken and openness to know that no one is perfect and we all can be better and do better. And like, I'm just being serious. And I get told, do not read into what is not there. I am throwing out a suggestion for the health and welfare of the children. That's her trying to sound like, this is what I'm doing. You're not going to tell me. Yeah, well, I'm not playing your games anymore. It's been like almost 14 years. And then I said, I will not move forward unless you are real. Despite what you may think, I'm not reading into anything. I know the difference. And you are not going to manipulate anything this time. So either you stop the nonsense right now, or you can go right back to being blocked. I have given you so many chances to do the right thing. Do not burn me this time. I'm not spiteful, and nor do I ever want to be. Blank found his phone, and I now have it, which was a phone that I bought and paid for, and she hid it, and I haven't seen it in over a year. I haven't even read what was put down, and I haven't watched the fight you and blank had recently that our son video recorded. Yes, video recorded their fight. From our son's mouth, blank wants to die. Lord, please strike me down. And I said, these are my babies. And they are too precious to me to allow childish, yes, childish crap that's gone on for the last almost 14 years to continue. So once again, I'm going to give you a choice. What is it going to be? She replies, I'm not sure what you're talking about. If you want to sit down and discuss how to parent, set a time and date. And at that point, I've had enough. And I said, what's the point? Why lie? Either he knocked you out and you can't remember, or you two fight that much that you can't remember which fight those words were said. Do you honestly think that I'm that stupid? Stop treating me like I'm stupid. I haven't been the nicest, but you know it's after I've been provoked. Just let me help you as a family, please. You know I'm not going to use anything against you as long as you both are on the right path for growth. And that's honesty, real honesty. And I get smacked in the face with a thing that she said in court that she couldn't get to work on her phone. And that is the app close. And that's for parents, so you can bring it right into court on what's said in your conversations. That's narcissism. That is what I deal with. I can be all right on the table, and they try to sit there and play like they are, and they wind it right up, and they use everything against you. So watch it, pay attention, and know what they're saying. Even if you don't think something like they're plain in view, there's always something with narcissism. Always. God bless.